Hi everyone, and to those of you who are new, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this blue and silver half cut crease.
Today's video is a little longer than most because I decided to show you guys basically every step I went through to achieve this eye look.
If you have watched my previous makeup videos, you know that I prime my eyes with my Wet n Wild concealer. I set it with a translucent powder or a light eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to be taking a few different tones of blue. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I don't usually just use one color. I use a bunch of different tones of the same color. What I do is I take that color and I put it on the outer V of my eye, creating a triangle shape. I'm gonna tap it, blend it as well, until I get the color that I want. Then I bring it up above my crease and slowly start blending it to the inner, not the inner corner, but the inner part of my eye. So basically, I'm gonna keep adding, keep building, keep blending. And what I do to one eye, I'm gonna do to the other. Just keep building, just keep blending until you get the achieved color that you want. This looked a little too light for me, so I decided to get the darker blue or the brighter blue in this palette and mix it with another blue here, and I do the same thing. Tap it, add it, blend it, build it.
Basically think of it as this. What you're gonna do is keep building, blending. What do? We build, blend, Catchy, right?
So as you can see, it's like a triangle shape on the edge or a V on the edge. Then I'm going to take this blending brush and I'm going to add a transition shade. So these are the colors that I chose to use for the transition so that the eyeshadow or the eye look doesn't look too harsh. I want to, or you want to, add a transition color. I take this other color to add it because the one that I chose before was a little too dark for me. Next, you're going to add that blue again and start building and blending. I want that blue to be as vibrant as I can get it. Here's where I'm going to start building that half cut crease. So again, if you watch my videos, you know I use the same concealer to cut out the shape that I want to add my lightest shade. What I do is, if you have hooded eyes or even a little bit hooded, what I like to do is add the concealer on my lid and then look straight ahead in front of you. Once you close your eye, you'll see that the concealer transferred onto the top. And for me, it's a little bit above my crease. That's why I want my concealer to be, so that I can add my lightest shade. When you are looking at me, you can see the full eye look. Usually what I like to do is I add a little more above that mark. So with that concealer, you're just gonna create the shape that you want. What I noticed is when I was putting this, obviously the blue was mixing with this concealer. It didn't look as bright or light as I wanted it to be. So I take my Smashbox Studio Skin Concealer in a lighter shade. I start adding that on because I am going to add a white shade on top. I need it to be as clear as I can get it. I start adding that on the shape that I created. You're gonna take any white colored shadow that you have that is true white, and you're gonna add that on top of that concealer. You wanna work as fast as you can because when the concealer is still a little wet and tacky, the shadow tends to stick a little better and give you the most payoff. So I'm gonna take this eyeliner brush and I'm brightest blue that I used, and I'm gonna start lining where the blue and the white meet. In any area on my eyelid where there's some blue, I add some concealer on top of that so then I can add the white eyeshadow. And you're gonna add more blue to that outer V to make it more vibrant, to make it pop. and take the blending brush that you use for the transition shade or a clean blending brush and start blending that blue with the white where it meets at the outer V. I'm going to take my new mixing palm palette from e.l.f. and I'm going to add my glitter dust that I purchased at H&M. It's just a silver glitter. And I'm going to take my NYX Multitasker Mix-In Medium.
This stuff is amazing.
So I put a little bit of that, and then I use this very thin brush. I think it might be a paintbrush. And I start putting the mix-in medium where the blue and the white meet for that half cut crease so that I can add my silver shadow and it looks pigmented. So you're just gonna keep adding the mix-in medium and the silver pigment until you achieve the look that you want. Then I add some of that silver as well with the mix-in medium. If I just put it there, it won't stay. So I put some of that on my inner corner of my eye. Then take a wipe to clean any fallout that you may have and to perfect the outer shape that you want. I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette and add this blue color to my bottom lash line. Next, I'm going to take this darker silver and the medium silver, and I'm going to add that halfway on my bottom lash line. The eyeliner that I use is the Sephora brand eyeliner with a brush tip. I love this eyeliner because it's very hard to mess up. And if you have small eyes, you want to use a smaller tip eyeliner brush so that you can slowly build it to whatever thickness you want. I like to add my eyeliner on the outer part of my eye. I don't usually go inside towards the inner corner because it tends to make my eyes look smaller. So I just use it on that outer part of my eye and a little in the middle. I start creating that cat eye look. Next, I take my eyelash curler, and this is how I curl my eyelashes to get them to look as long as possible. Right now I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. I like to add it just on the tips of my eyelashes for a more natural look. It makes my eyelashes look longer than they are. And then I add that to my bottom lashes as well. And you're just gonna keep working on it until you get the final result that you want. I also want to take a black eyeliner to tightline so that you don't see any gap and my eyelashes look a little fuller. And yeah, this is the final look. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to get a notification every new video I post. And comment down below.